Got my mic, but I haven't set it up yet. Where is it?
Super easy. You literally just plug it in and it goes. Ah, yeah, same one.
Yep. Yeah. Oh no, I took your recommendation.
Dude, it's pretty sick.
I'm excited, man. It looks pretty legit.
And I like that it's light too. You know, it's not like super heavy.
Yeah. I can set that up for sure. I know Randall said that he needed a minute. So wait, did he say that he was ready?
No, I don't think so. I just jumped on and
Okay, gotcha.
Fired it up.
He might be a minute or two.
That's cool. Oh shoot! So whenever you move your head, I can see your screen through your mirror, and I just see my big ol' head.
Oh, I see it up there. Yeah, that's fine. Ninja, are you okay?
I kind of like the black. Brandon said where I'm at.
That's where he said.
Yeah. I'm at home.
Yeah, wouldn't he know where he's at? Not us.
Right? Do. So I'm on the laptop.
Nice.
Skype. I was gonna try to use my tablet, but the recording software I was gonna use, it didn't record in the background. So like if I press record and then I went to Skype, it would stop recording.
Oh, that's dumb.
I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming what was it? Audacity?
Yeah, Audacity.
Cool. I have that from, cool. I still have that on this computer. Noise. Let's see if I have the most up-to-date one.
How did you blur your background that one time?
Yeah, how did I do that? I think I went to blur my background.
What?
So let me see if I can share my screen. How do I do that? Share screen. All right. Can you see my share screen? Does that work? No.
Yes.
Okay, so I see there's you, right?
Yeah.
And I just go down over here to these three little spots, little dots, and there's just a thing that says blur my background.
What? I don't see that. Do it again.
I'm gonna unblur it.
Yeah, so I have stop recording, turn on subtitles, turn off incoming video, whole call. Rude.
Very rude. Are you on a PC?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
I don't know. That's weird. Maybe I updated maybe it's not like the most up-to-date Skype.
I installed it today.
Well, I don't know.
Let's Google.
Ninja, you were just so cute.
Ninja. Babe, you remember his mini husky?
Yeah.
No, I was just asking you if you remember his mini husky.
Because it's there with him.
Well, yeah, it is.
Well, I didn't know there was no context that furthers that sentence.
Let's just remember when.
It's just that one time that we met Ninja.
Do you think I would ever forget an animal?
Probably
I
not.
forget a person before I forget an animal.
Probably not.
Like, I don't remember you, but I know everything about your pet. The likes, the dislikes, the dreams.
Who was this guy again? I remember he had a really cute dog.
It looks like this. I give you full description as if I owned it.
Is it still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
What do I do to stop that? Oh, right here. Nope. Window? No. Speaker view. No. I just want the grid view. I want the grid view.
What is this?
Oh, this one. There we go. What did Randall say?
Ninja! Hello! Hello! What do you see out the window? What do you see? Almost done. Yeah, I mean, he can take as much time as he wants. Like,
Oh yeah, just chilling.
what do you see out there?
Dooba dooba doo.
Laundry.
My basket.
I mean, there's other ones, obviously, but I was just like, that one.
He texted he was almost home.
Yeah.
Why did I ask
Yeah.
for you first? Clearly home.
I think because I wasn't responding. I ordered some dice today.
Nice. So they're gonna be there in like 5 minutes.
Some dice for Dungeons and Dragons. They should be here tomorrow.
Oh, so you ordered off Amazon like a smart person. Nice.
Of course.
Topic of conversation.
Huh?
Where was that topic of conversation?
What do you mean?
Definitely not telling you.
Uh-huh.
You kept your shit a secret.
It wasn't a secret.
Almost in my face.
Still trying to figure this blur background out. Maybe it's my camera.
Maybe your face.
Could be my face.
So why are you recording your conversation?
Huh?
Doesn't the government do that for you?
No, just Alexa. What? Dude, do you have an Alexa? Because
Do not.
Samuel Jackson is coming to Alexa.
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Soon you'll be able to get his voice as Alexa.
I can dig it.
Do do.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
What
What
up?
should look at?
It's a bag of nopes. Doing a lot of noping. Nopey, nope, nope, nope.
Spiders?
Yes. They're cutting open an egg sac.
Oh god.
Ew, gross.
It's like hell.
There's so many of them.
Yeah. That's what I call hell.
Did you go to the gym?
I did go to the gym.
Nice.
Silly. Ah, I love silly.
Nice.
Swam some laps.
That's cool. That's like the best workout.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't feel like, yeah.
Bigger,
Ninja.
bigger.
Hello. You stare at me and you're just so cute.
Silly's just like, wanna play Peekaboo? No. Peekaboo? No. Then she's like, Peekaboo! She's like, no, don't wanna play. Fucking silly.
So I'm almost done with the second to last episode of the Mass Effect.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, dude.
Like just about done. I started
hap-
listening to that one and then I got distracted. And so I restarted it.
Ah! Which one? What is happening in that one?
So they were on that base thing rescuing
Still on that stupid base. Yep.
and it was like that one chick was fighting the dude with the camouflage, I think.
Yeah.
So that was where I left off.
They were there for a while. I kept trying to get them off that fucking planet. Look,
Because there's a second part to that.
Yeah. Oh, there's more. There's lots more. They kind of fucked pretty badly.
They did what?
They kind of fuck up really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're there for a while. I'm like, oh, just leave.
So, okay. So, because I'm still tripping on whenever they went and rescued those two scientists
Yes.
and the one that had the box,
Yes.
like that person seemed really sketch
Oh yeah.
and not who they said they were.
That box was very important.
It's still on the ship, right?
They haven't looked for it, but it's not.
What?
Oh yes. No, sorry. Yes, it is still on the ship. Yes, correct.
What's it?
Ooh, a like.
I don't know what that is.
See a giant thumbs up that went on my screen. How'd you do that?
Should be a little heart,
Oh yeah, okay.
and there's like show reactions, so I can cry.
Oh yeah.
Slow clap.
Eggplant.
What?
No. Why are you seeing pictures of dicks? So I got some cool systems too for like once we go through zombies and we're like, all right, cool, we're good with this. We can do some other stuff. I have
Yeah.
a Starship Troopers one,
Yes.
Really painful.
and it would be pretty much the same thing of like, how long can you guys survive?
Could have landed way worse.
Well, now watch. Slow-mo. His knee on the other guy's shoulder.
Grab some water real quick.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm totally down for the Starship Troopers thing, or any survival shenanigans.
Yeah, we're so off. What's going on? Figure out what's wrong with my camera. There you go. That's a little bit better. You want to get some water? Come here. I'll get you a carrot.
Hey, you see me?
Hello. Yeah.
Sorry,
Random.
bear with me. I still got a lot of shit. I'm actually using my room for the first time, so.
Oh, you're good.
Alright.
Went and got some agua.
Yeah, my connection is kind of poor, so. Turn off the video.
Sorry, Ollie. I'm trying to farm it down.
Was he yelling at you?
Yes. It got really loud, and he was like, meow. Hello. But he came over to yell at me too.
It's like, Mom, stop it.
Why are you coming here and take a fucking shit?
Is he out of gauges?
Hold on, man. I gotta take a
Somewhere.
Do you have any in your drawer?
You might.
Did I hear Randall?
Yeah.
Well, Daddy's talking to his friends, so he can't help you find them.
He just walked away again.
You got food or whatever?
No, I can see his bald head from here.
Well,
Right there.
rude.
No, Randall.
Oh.
Kitty. I hear a kitty.
My God.
Randall's.
Where do you normally find them, and how do you
All
find
over
them?
the place. I'll be right back.
Just-
Yeah.
My cat likes to steal my wife's ear gauges. They're like
That's not
silicone
good.
and small little things. And he doesn't like eat it or anything, but he likes to play with them. Like he like bats them around everywhere.
Yeah.
The problem is he'll bat him under like our fridge or washing machine.
That's not good.
And so I'll look and there's like 4 or 5 gauges just underneath the fridge. So I gather them all and then I'll give him one at a time and then he'll go lose it again. It's like an endless cycle.
That sucks. My dog will grab things and hide them underneath the bed. Trash.
Oh, it smells like shit in here.
Oh, I should probably get the book. Should probably get the book, gentlemen. 1 second.
Fuck off, Morty. So much to do, so little time. All right, I'm listening. Bear with me. I'm just gonna be doing.
Yeah. No worries. I think we all
You
just
look under the.
then.
Bridges? Yes. Hey, it's over here. Door.
I don't know where he's putting them now because I'm not finding them under there.
This is under Erica's door.
He probably has a ton in there.
It's okay.
So, real quick.
Yeah.
I should probably get my notes. I had agenda point stuff, and it's in my computer, and I don't want to get up again. The things that I was thinking about were just one. I got my microphone set up. I gotta like test everything just to confirm. I believe all that we need is our microphones, and then we can just record directly to Audacity, have a file. And then once we edit it, we'll be able to drop all like the independent channels together. So sounds like everyone's got their microphones and equipment's either coming to them or already set up. So that's great.
Well, I already have the mic, so I'm just gonna use the mic that I have. I might as well. I dropped the money on it, so I did get my little camera to help. Obviously, I have the headphones, so like I'm just using my setup until I deem it unworthy, and then go from there because I think it works just fine. Still,
Go, baby.
Did you find any more?
I found one, but I'm not digging it out.
Cool. All right. Well, then I think that we'll just move forward with that and we'll be testing it out. I know we've been going back and forth on the name stuff. I feel like we have plenty of time to figure it out because I feel I'm gonna get polling you guys for your guys' opinion on this.
Yeah.
Since we should probably record a few of them.
yeah.
Right? Because we want to get enough that are like edited in the bag before we launch them out. That it could always just be a joke in the first episode where we're like referring to it. We're like, yeah, our podcast that has not been named. And like keep going, right? Where then in retrospect, always record some sort of audio thing to put in front of the podcast episode of like, yeah, we're thinking about the name, here it is, and then move forward, right? So I don't think there's an immediate rush because I'd rather get the name right. So that was my thought. I was curious what your guys' thoughts were.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely all for that because I think a few episodes and we can watch them back. It'll give us some like understanding of kind of like our feel, what it's gonna be, and I'll use the football term, kind of find our culture. A little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
And then also we can always just dub in like a small audio track before we just dub in the small audio track to the original track.
Exactly.
Just be like, hey, this episode of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Previously on
Cool. And then my only other thing was just like going over some of the game mechanic stuff. I'll go over it on Friday so that people listening can understand it, but it's really simple. But I wanted to go over it with you guys, make sure there was no like confusion or questions and do some dummy rolls. Do you guys have any dice available in front of you? I know, Randall, you just bought some, right? Dalton, do you have any just like dice around you? If not, if the answer is no, then I can. You can just like
It's like,
Yep.
Yahtzee.
Cool. Hell yeah, dog. All right. Let me just click on. So we all went over the character stats last time. I feel like you guys still have plenty of time to tweak it if you're actually thinking about it, and I want to readjust anything.
Okay.
So there's no what's it called? Those aren't like set in stone yet. Ah, fuck. Where's that character sheet? All right, I'm just gonna use this.
I got it written down.
Okay. I also wrote it down and then put it in my computer so it's saved, so we don't have to worry about it. Theoretically ever being lost, but I'll send you guys a link to a printout PDF if you guys want to print it out. Otherwise, there's this thing. I'm gonna go to share screen for a second. You guys see me sharing my screen? Dalton, do you see that?
I don't see anything.
Ooh,
Negative.
why isn't this working? Oh, I gotta click the button. There we go. Now do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see this
Yeah,
character
yeah.
sheet?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we kind of went over everything before with like your different stats and stuff. You guys are working on your features. The main thing is the stuff that basically your health is this thing that's called stress and resistance. It's basically like each thing has like 3 tiers: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? As you start to take more or less damage, either physical, mental, or like social stuff, you'll like start to build up these meters. If they build up and you're at 1, right? If you fill up these 3 little slots, 1, 2, 3, you'll like basically you're at this rank. So an example would be like not a zombie biting you, but let's say you try to like jump from building to building and you don't make it and you like land on your foot and you like sprain your ankle or some shit like that, right? You're gonna be taking some damage points here. Pop, 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 pop. And it's like swollen foot. And let's say you like don't do anything on it, you just like keep pushing and like something else happens to you and you go pop, 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 and you move up to level 2 and you fill that out. If ever there's a point where you fill out level 3 on any one of these things, you die. That is how you're dead. So physical obviously makes sense. Mental is the equivalent of like you just mentally not being able to handle anything anymore.
Yeah.
And then social is just like, you just lose maybe like your ability to like you just kind of go crazy off the grid or whatever, right? With any of these things, like let's say again in an example where you like sprained your foot, you can like take some time to basically heal all this stuff, and it's these stresses become traumas. So it's like, oh cool, all right, I'm gonna take some time and see how like fucked up my foot is, and it's whatever. You just gotta be not attacked by zombies. Just take a moment, and I'd be like, okay, cool. It's not like in some case, if it's like a level 3, I'd be like, dude, your foot's fucking broken. Or it's just like, hey, dude, you just like sprained your foot, your ankle. You just gotta like, you have a day or 2 of like a fucked up ankle, right?
Yeah.
Just stay off of it, and then that's how you can kind of more or less heal some of this stuff. Same thing for like, mental stuff. It might be like, dude, there's like too much crazy things that are happening, like all these zombies. You guys might just need to find up a place, hold up, and like, again, this is just a bad example. Be like, dude, we're gonna like just fucking smoke weed and like hang out in this burnt out building while zombies are out there. And it's just like, yeah, dude, like that's still mental de-stressing, right? Yada yada yada. That's pretty much it. We can go over all the fucking details, but I wanted to go through a couple of mock rolls so you guys get what I'm talking about. Let me pull up, guys, this lovable stats. So Randall, you have dice in front of you, and Dalton, you have dice in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, so Dalton, imagine you're driving, right? And I'm gonna say this would probably be driving. Actually, might not be a good example, but whatever. I'm gonna go with it because I have to make some of this stuff up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Driving is gonna be your. I might sit there and be like, oh, it's your dexterity, it's your logic, whatever. Let's go with logic, right? Like, how well do you actually drive a car? And if I look here correctly, your logic was 4, right? Which probably means in this case you're going to do really well. So first thing you would do is you just get 1 dice and you put it off to the side, right? So basically creating 2 pools of dice, your good dice and your bad dice, right? So you're like, all right, cool. The action is going to be 1 dice. You pull 1 dice off. And I can stop sharing this now. So your guys' faces. Boop. So you take a dice, just put it off to the side. All right, cool. I'm going to drive. And then I'll be like, yeah. But you also have a really dope car that it's like your car. You're familiar with your car, right? And you're like, yeah, I'm familiar with my car. Cool. That's another positive dice, right? So now you have 2 dice there. Yeah. You go, all right, cool. And you just got it finally. You just had a tune-up. So now it's where it's driving perfectly, right? So you're like, cool, I got 3 dice in the good side. And then I started to go, well, here's some bad stuff though. You're driving and you're texting while you're driving. Add a bad dice because you're distracted, right? The number 2 might be oh, cool, there's cops that are out on patrol looking for people speeding. That's a bad dice, right? So at that point, you would have 3 good dice, 2 bad dice. So go ahead and, if you have dice in front of you, go ahead and separate 3 and 2.
I only grab 2.
Oh, you don't have 2? Okay.
Hold on, no, I can get more.
No. All right.
I have answers. Just not right now.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. My wife's laughing at me. All right, 3 and 2.
Cool, 3 and 2. So roll the 3s.
Hi. No. Roll the 3s.
Roll that because that's your good dice. Roll those first.
Okay.
And what did you get?
10.
Except all the individual numbers.
4. Wait, what?
What were the 3 rolls that you got?
10.
4. Sorry.
Oh, 4. 1 4 and 2 3s.
1 4 and 2 3s. Okay. So your logic, right, is 4. So basically everything that hits that and below is considered success for you. So this is basically 3 success already. So you're just driving expertly down the road. However, you still have to roll those negative dice.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll those 2 negative dice. They're separate.
6 and a 2.
Okay, so anything that matches with your positive dice cancel out. So if you rolled a 4, right? That would cancel out one of your 4s, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you rolled a 6, whatever, right? So you rolled a 6 and a 2, so nothing gets canceled out. So you would technically have three successes. However, those negative dice, because they're still there, that's what's adding to your stress. So you're driving expertly, but you also know that you're speeding, and it's just a matter of time until you're gonna get pulled over and shit's gonna go bad, right? So you're okay, you got a little bit of stress that's building up, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
All right, so Randall, I'm gonna have you do one. All right.
So roll 3 dice.
No, so let's do a completely different thing. Let's say you are trying to break down a door to get into somebody, your neighbor's house. Oh crap, we need to get in my neighbor's house. I just got to bust down the door because they're gonna raid it for supplies.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna say, cool. This is gonna be your physical trait, and it's gonna be your, let's say, dexterity, right? Okay. So if I looked at your stats, right, your dexterity is 4, right?
Yeah.
So first you just get 1 dice, you put it off to the side because I'm all right, cool. You're gonna attempt this action. That's 1 dice. I'm also gonna say it's another positive dice because you desperately want to get inside because you know they have dope shit in there, right? It's like, okay, cool, that's another dice. And then I might be like, all right, cool. You also the door itself is really flimsy, so like it's probably gonna like exactly where to kick this fucking thing in to open this door. Cool, that's like 3 positive dice. So you have a pull off to the side. You go 1, 2, 3. Cool, that's your good dice. I go, but here's some negative stuff. 1, remember you had that sprained ankle from before? That's come back, motherfucker. That's like a bad dice. Also, you know that there's zombie. There's a what are they called in Walking Dead?
Walkers.
Horde? What's like when it's a big bunch of them?
I think it's just horde.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's a horde of zombies that are down the street coming. So that's like adding this stress of like, if you don't break into this room right now, like bad shit's gonna happen. So the first thing you would do is roll all 3 of those good dice. So go ahead and roll those. And what were those rolls?
I got a 6, a 4, and a deuce.
Great. Now roll the bad ones.
Oh, I need 6 altogether.
Well, unless you have separate colored dice, it's easier to like roll them separately because you're gonna like get your good ones and your bad ones mixed up.
Fucking nerd should have showed me
Oh,
another one. Dude, the guy was trying to fucking sell me on Call of Duty when I was there. I'm like, bro, like, come on. I just told you I'm a Halo guy. You try, dude. It's different. I'm like, that's what they always say, bro. All right, so I'm gonna roll my other tray. I got 2 4s and a 2.
okay.
Dude, they're smoking.
You only have.
Always getting contact high.
Sorry, only rolled 2 dice for that second one.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again.
Yeah, I swear this one was 6, 4, 2.
I got Snake Eyes.
All right, so Snake Eyes, right? So because there's no duplicates, you look at the bad dice, right? It was just 2 1s. There aren't any 1s over in your good pool, so
No.
they don't cancel out.
Okay.
So in theory, right, because your physical trait is a 4, right, that 4 counts and that 2 counts from the good dice, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Are you with me so far? Like, because they're like
Say that one more time.
Yes. So your good dice pool that you rolled, right? The 6, a 4, and a 2.
Yeah.
Because your ability is a 4, right? You need to hit at least 4 or lower on your dice when you're using that skill. So like when you're rolling your pull up with your stats, when you're rolling your dexterity, right?
Okay.
That's like your best trait. So you need to get 4s or lower. But your logic is only a 2. So you're only getting a success on a 2 or lower when you're using your logic dice. So, but does that make sense? So out of the 6, the 4, and the 2, you would hit on the 4 and the 2 because those.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. That makes
But
sense.
the negative dice fuck up your rolls because if there's anything that's similar, they cancel it out. So let's say you rolled a bad dice and it was a 4, it would cancel out your 4 that you rolled. If you rolled a 2, you would cancel out the 2 that you rolled, and at that point.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, but in the case that you rolled 2 1s, you're fine. So you break down this door, no problem. However, those extra bad dice that don't get canceled out are slowly adding up against you. So in this case, I'd be like, all right, well, you kick down the door, no problem. But again, your leg is sprained, and you just kick down the door with your fucked up leg, and like it's fucked up even more. You may have damaged it beyond a sprain, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or like you kick down the door, but now there's shards of wood in your foot, right? Like we'll figure it out as we go through each situation. But it's basically anytime you do an action, and most of the time there won't be so many crazy negative dice against you, but maybe there are. So like, I want to shoot that zombie. Okay, well you have a gun, so awesome, great. You're gonna get an extra positive dice, but it might be at night, and you don't want to shoot Dalton. So now there's like a negative dice, right? Negative dice like kind of add a little bit of fuckery, right?
Yeah.
So anytime you're just like, cool, what are the good dice that have to roll? Boom. What are the bad dice that have to roll? You roll them, boom. You cancel out any doubles, and then that gives you a final result, which is either success or no. Simple as that. Once we start doing it a bunch, you'll understand. But it's just a couple of times of okay, cool, good dice, bad dice, good dice, bad dice.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
if you have multicolored dice, right? So like Randall, you bought those dope blue ones.
Yeah.
If you have any sort of board game like Monopoly or some shit where there's some like random white dice, you just use those white dice as your bad dice and then roll them all together. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
But that's super simple. That's it. I will be doing most of the stuff on my end, all the game stupid stuff. And then I already wrote out a story and quasi agenda point, not agenda points, but like discussion stuff. So it'd be like, da 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 da, this happens. Before we keep going, Randall, Dalton, what are your thoughts on the new Star Wars movie? Blah 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 blah. Right?
Ha! What are your thoughts, Bert?
They're great.
They suck so much dick.
Solo.
But yeah, I'm really excited. I think part of this is just let's just do this one on Friday. See if it's dope. And like worst case scenario, if we really like the system and stuff, but we wanted to record it again, we just do another one and like not count that first one and just do it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
That works.
Are we? So like, I don't know. You probably want to save this for the actual story on Friday, but so like, how is it gonna start? Like, are we just like Walking Dead? All of a sudden,
it's
the
gonna
Just thrown into the shit. That's what happens.
Yeah, I have a pretty interesting opening. We'll see if it works out. You guys might be like, "This is dumb." I will say this: judging. So there's a couple ways that we can roll this. We can either try to tell a serious story and like have it be very very real, and be like, "Oh fuck!" Like I will try and make it spooky and scary. Or if you guys don't want to go that route, I can lean more into like a Shaun of the Dead kind of like spoofy stuff. It's your guys'
What
call.
about
Like,
Evil Dead?
ooh, interesting.
Because all right, I like Shaun of the Dead, but then Evil Dead. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Sorry, there's apparently 12 fucking fire trucks going by. Evil Dead. So you want to be like Deadites and stuff.
Deadite, yes. Yes.
Interesting. Let me. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, I can totally do that.
Fuck.
It'll be different.
Sorry.
now you got to redo your whole story, huh?
I got to redo my whole story. I might actually look to see if there's a Evil Dead system. That actually might. If there is, I'd say let's save that for the next one because if there's a system, I totally want to imagine you guys rolling around as like Ash. That would be sick. And if there's a system that's based around that, I'd rather have you guys do something that's built for it.
Gotcha.
Are you playing as a character as well, or just?
Yes, we'll have to see.
You made a fucking character, right?
I'm very excited. We'll see if the story we'll do the first one. You guys will be like, "Ah, this is dumb," and then we'll be like, "All right, well, let's redo it." Cool. Well, that was it from my side. Do you guys have anything, questions or stuff, or should we just?
No. I mean, I've got the tripod, got the HD camera going, room's half-ass done.
You guys are going to be at the same location on Friday, or no?
No. I pitched that because we live here, but I have a spare room designated for this. Like,
Sure.
like literally. Yeah. Sorry, really quick. Sign off. Ratings rolled here, 2Ds. Part 2 process. I came late to the party, was kind of ironing out details. Wearing a shirt. Yeah. No. That was an option. Just because, like I said, I got the spare room and everything. I'm probably gonna fuck with it some more. I gotta get a big desk in here.
Well, let me know.
So,
I guess I'll just find out. It doesn't really affect me. My question then is, that was the one thing. I'm setting this thing in Runner Park unless you guys don't want this to be set in Runner Park.
We can set it in Runner Park because we all know the landscape.
Cool. So it will probably help as we're doing this to have, when you guys are playing, like Google Maps up. So you can be like, oh, cool, here. And like, I want to go down to this thing. If we do that, which I think
probably
we'll
have to get a fucking tower for this shit. My laptop can barely handle it.
Well, I'll have it open.
Switch my tablet or something, bro.
The one thing that I was thinking about today is, I think this would be a cool idea, right, to do it where we're playing in RP and you guys are actually like running around and doing whatever. I will purposely not make reference to anybody's addresses so that no one can actually figure out where you guys live. With that being said, obviously don't say your fucking address when we're playing the right?
Bro, what the hell? Get out 8084. Sunflower Drive. What the fuck?
No, I think it's gonna be super cool doing it at Runner Park.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Because like Reynolds says, we know that.
You know everything. All right, cool, sweet. I have everything I need. I'm gonna keep building some stuff out. Like I said, this first one will just be for funsies and see if the system works. What we're trying to do, I think it's going to very well, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah. So, what time are we planning to rendezvous on Friday? And hopefully, I can have like my shit all good to go.
What works for you guys?
I'm off all day, so.
Yeah, let's do. You guys want to just tentatively say like?
Do you guys work that day?
Yeah, I work that day and I got a wedding the next day. I'm driving down to Palm Springs.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't know if my car's gonna make it. To be honest.
Open bar.
Bro, I've been putting money into my car, dude, because I practically own it now.
Yeah.
I got one payment left, and it's like, okay, let's see, get a new car or keep putting money into this one and not have to take on a $20,000 car payment.
Yep.
What do I do?
Yep.
Yeah, but I would say if we could shoot for 8:30.
Okay.
And we need to set a time limit though, unless we're getting too.
Oh, I think the time limit for it should probably be an hour and a half tops.
Okay. Because I work 7 days a week. My only off day is Tuesday.
Okay. Well,
but I've been training 7 days a week, so I get very hungry.
You want to shoot for 7:30 then, or are you saying that you got stuff going on earlier?
Say that one more time.
You want to shoot for 7:30 then, or are you saying that you have things going on at 7:30?
I'll be at the fucking gym.
Got it.
I got nothing. I got nothing going on, bro. I'm a fucking loser. Are you kidding me?
Nice. We got this. All right.
Going to Fundemonium today was the peak of my day. Just to get dice, to get bitched at by some guy about Call of Duty.
Nice.
Try it, bro. Try it. You go try it. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my face with this shit.
Yeah. I have a Halo one too. I have a Halo system that we could do after this too.
We were originally going to do that, weren't we?
Originally, we're going to do that, but then everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know." That was me. That was my pussy talk. But all right, cool. Well then, yeah. Let's. You said 8 or 8:30.
8:30.
Okay. Let's do for 8:30 then on Friday. Let's just plan for it to be like a dick around.
Yeah. No, that'd be good. Then we'll get like the first official run through. And now here's the thing: I'm going to be recording all of this and putting it on my own channel. Is that a problem or no? Because what it is, it's just like.
What are you putting on? You're just putting a session.
I'm not putting this. I'm just recording like me interacting and everything. But it's the process.
Yeah.
Of the podcast and what goes into it, essentially. This is like the behind the scenes.
Are you recording right now?
I'm fucking recording right now.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. I just want to hear your thoughts. But let's like, what's up with the name? Because my boy, Ninja Nate, thank you, Nasty Nate, whatever, Nate Dizzle, he made this for me. Like, he made this. So this right here, he made.
Oh, whoa, that's
He
sick.
made that. He made my my website logo, Unknown Apex, right behind me. So yeah, once we get a name, dude, I'll have him. I'll buy the canvases and buy the paint. He can spray paint that shit up, and I can mail. I could obviously hand you one, Dalton. I can mail one to Bert. Do a different color scheme that you know you like. Simple. So once we get that name, bro, I'll fucking do it up.
Let's do this right after this. Let's create a Google sheet or some sort of online or Google Doc, and let's just dump all the names in there that we already were going back and forth on the phone, and we'll just keep adding them in there. And then after Friday's episode, we'll think about it some more after we actually this is what we did, and then we'll like take a look at all the things next week, and we can just pick one from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
I think it's all gonna stumble upon it.
What?
Really?
Oh yeah, get this. Another little thing I want to do is, this is completely sideways. So I have all these Funkos and little action figures. Like, this is Chewbacca. I don't know if you see it. So I'm gonna have one of those in each one, like a new little character every time we're recording. And I want to get people to be like, wait, what Funko is he gonna have this time? Who's he gonna have? Who am I gonna pull out? You know. And I got all my Star Wars ones and shit, and more, and Rick and Morty and Game of Thrones too. So.
Doc Brown.
And I got Morty.
Voice.
I can get on that with you.
Oh,
Bert's favorite character,
Mm.
Han Solo.
Wait, is that Han? Wait, what? That wasn't Han Solo.
Yeah, it was
It's old Han.
old.
Oh, old Han. I'm like, dude, that's fucking old man Han. Oh, you know what? Let me grab my favorite one.
Now you hear me.
I didn't hear you. I just figured you're talking shit.
How about a little bit of Rick? A little bit of Morty?
Wow.
That's what I was
Great.
talking right there. I'll wear the socks too. Yeah.
I got Pickle Rick.
You really love it.
Little Rick.
Morty, dude, we should launch like our episode right after Rick and Morty.
Stop knocking shit over.
Pickle Rick.
I'm stoked. I know this is a short one, and I came to the party late.
Yeah, I was saying let's call it, but and then we'll talk to you guys on Friday.
All right, 8:30, and I should be good to go. I don't think I'll be running late from the gym. Yeah.
If there's
Signing out, guys.
anything that we're missing, it's great because we can just use Amazon. It'll be here Monday.
No, what are you talking about? That's eBay. We use Amazon. It'll be here on Saturday.
Get from eBay so I can save $5. And it'll get here first week of November.
Yep.
But I save $5 though.
Yeah, you save $5. How much is your time worth?
My time is worth so much right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I will pay $5 to have stuff show up to my house.
I was thinking about like, fuck, dude. I just everything kind of just happened so fast. I have a panic attack, emergency meeting, and now we have a podcast in the works. So
Yep.
See what you started.
People are gonna be like, how did this idea come to fruition? I'm like, well, it started with my lady leaving me having a panic attack, and then I hit it with my boys. They answered the call. Now we have a podcast, and we've got 500,000 subscribers. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, hey, it would be really cool. And I said an idea, and then everyone laughed at me. And then they waited a second. And we're like, actually, no, that could be good.
Yeah, of course. No, I thought about this. All right. Now we're sitting here talking. You got me going. my friend, he was like, I mentioned the whole podcast thing because obviously I posted it on my page and people noticed, and then my boy Dan, he was like, oh, my sister, she's thinking about this, she's got some off the wall topics. I'm like, without like inadvertently being a dick like I am, I'm like, you know what, man? I was talking about doing a podcast for a whole fucking year. I was talking about doing YouTube for 3 years. I didn't recently start doing it half-assedly till like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy? You can have these ideas, but if you have an idea that three people all collectively have the same idea and all start feeding, I'm putting more fuel on the fire. Like shit just caught wind, bro. What are we like 4 days now into this? Like, he's got fucking mics and shit. You got shit. I've got shit. I'm actually in my fucking room now. Like, this is the first time I've been in here with this laptop. Like, ugh. I think this could be something very, like you said, therapeutic, fun. Also, I think this could go somewhere. We just keep at it. We've got to have like like I said, we got to find our tune.
Yep.
Or our G spot.
Agreed.
All you nerds out there, it's the G spot. You don't even fucking know that.
Well, like Bert said, I don't think there's really like a whole lot of content out like this.
No, there's not. And because like everybody was like, whenever I mentioned podcasts to people, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna do fitness?" I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, fuck fitness. Yeah, my shit can be based off fitness on my channel, my individual channel. Yeah, you can look at that shit. But you know what, dude? Fucking everybody has a goddamn fitness channel. Not unless I'm a fucking girl, my titties hanging out, dude. I'm gonna get shit, which I have come to realize, or just whip my dick out. Like, but that ain't happening. So it's like to have something completely sideways and not goofball, I shouldn't say that. Something completely sideways, and then we're walking upside down through the stairs. Like, yeah, I think this thing could go somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I like. It could be either, there's like it's either gonna be like serious one week or fucking like you said goofy one week. It just kind of fucking how the wind goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I would. We should also, well, get it out of the way. We should have things that we will never talk about, by the way. And what I mean by that is sales 101. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. And then sports, honestly, that's because it just gets. We can talk shit about sports, but that'll just trigger people. But religion and politics, I don't want to deal with.
No, yeah, I agree.
And or the
Thanos.
whole gender thing, like, oh God, I can't deal with that shit. Like, I'm all for it, but I don't want some activist, feminist nut job. Like, blowing it. This guy, he said he liked Trump's sandwich one day. I can't do it, Shit like that,
So, especially if we're using Rona Park as the setting.
Yeah. People have to watch it like, oh, hey, you know where Randall is? Yeah. Let's go hold some signs out front of his house. Like, no, I'm not saying that'll ever really happen, but I'm saying I just don't want to deal with it. Like it's just there's sensitive subjects that you can't talk about.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But I'll talk about whipping a little Asian kid for not making my Nike sneakers right, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, other than that, dude, I'm probably not even gonna post that. Actually, I just brought that up. I'm not even gonna post it now. Like, this stays between us. I'm gonna edit that portion out, and you're gonna be like, "What did he say? What did he say?" I'm gonna create some wonder. Yeah. And what are our established roles in this? That's what
What do you mean?
Are we all gonna be, or somebody gonna be like I always think of myself just like a loud guy. I'm just loud. Where's that loud motherfucker at? He's over there. Can't you hear him? Just kind of like that, or I guess as the time goes on, if we actually get some people watching this, they'll just adapt to that. Probably just. I guess we can't give ourselves bunkers yet or nicknames. You have to wait for it. All right.
Just have to wait and see.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, I got so much shit running through my head right now. It's like I need to fucking either smoke or eat or just sit here and fall asleep on my windowsill, sitting up.
For
Yo.
audio editing,
Mm-hmm.
Are we like, I don't mind doing it, but I'm sure you have like a few tricks too.
I have no tricks.
I just wonder how we're gonna line up the video with the audio.
Well, when you mean
From all-
video,
From
so
all sides.
well, if it's the podcast, it's just audio.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube. Like,
Hey man, I just signed up for podcasts. Whatever you want a video you want to throw on there.
well, I would like. So that's the thing. I'm gonna be recording everything. So every record, like, it's not like I can be emailing Dalton like 3 gigs of video. 4 gigs of video.
Yeah.
It takes time to comb through. Because we're gonna have the podcast, obviously, but if it's gonna be on YouTube. It's almost kind of entertaining to have some visuals to it. So I'm not saying like we could like how Dalton did it. You recorded that. I think that would be a fucking sweet way to do it. I just need to download the hardware for my camera. My quality isn't that good on your side.
Yeah, I mean, the recording on Skype isn't going to be like the best quality either way.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless we're all in the same room, it's going to be hard to get like super great quality.
Well, my quality from my fucking camera, well, it's fucking good quality. So,
Yeah.
And that's just a fucking spare camera. That's a spare phone I'm using.
Right, but I mean, it's as far as like connection wise though. I mean, the
Yeah.
camera could be super great, but if your connection for your Skype or whatever is losing signal for a few seconds, it's gonna look really pixely.
Yeah, that's true. I just think that it would be.
But I know I'm down to throw it on YouTube as well. But I mean, that will be a lot less edited than the audio for the podcast.
This is true. This is true. I can.
But no,
I'm
because
gonna buy a good camera regardless at this point.
Because I'm already recording. I started recording once Bert and I jumped on.
Yeah.
So I'll probably record all video like for every episode, and then obviously record the audio separate as well.
Okay.
And then we can figure out the video.
Okay.
I mean,
I think the video, just some sort of video visual, will help people kind of like feel more engaged.
No, yeah, I think it'd be cool too, especially since if like we progress.
Yeah.
We were
Or first,
a little bit better.
I don't know how to put it on to, or if we're gonna put this on YouTube, I just don't know how to just make it just a podcast with just like a picture. Like a picture, you just hear the audio going. I don't know how to fucking do that. It's probably hella simple.
Yeah.
Like that, and then if we do that for the first like 4 or 5 episodes, and then first 4 or 5 recordings, and then kind of try to taper off and try to get some visual in there until we kind of like hone it down a little bit.
Well, I mean,
I'll fucking buy the software for the video. Like, I don't give a shit.
no, I have like I said, I have the master collection, so I have video software, Photoshop, the Audition, whatever. So we could throw on the video, just how it is, like Skype setup, and then, but really at the beginning, just really be like, hey, podcast. But then once we get a few subscribers, be like, we also have, a less edited version on YouTube that people want to watch. Because I think for sure, like seeing our reactions as well. Because I know listening to your Mass Effect thing, Bert, there's sometimes where, they're saying like, oh, like they're reacting to something, and it's like, damn, I wish I'd,
Yeah.
I could see how they.
I think that it would be easier if both of you guys were in the same location,
Right.
because then you could frame the camera up. You can get both of your guys' reactions, and at that point, what you're doing is you're popping my audio file into the video, potentially too. So then in that way, it's like your guys' reactions and stuff, you're also feeding off each other because you're in the same room.
Right.
At that point, it's just me telling the story, but then also we're having like the regular conversations. But if you guys want to have like a video with reactions, the Skype stuff, recording the Skype video is going to be, it's these guys playing on Skype. But if you guys set up something where it actually had a good setup visually,
Yeah.
it would make sense to post that stuff on YouTube for sure. Because then it's like, hey, do you enjoying the podcast? Do you want to see like Randall and Dalton's reactions to those things?
Or that could be like the Patreon tier, give us $20.
Or, if Salty comes over or I go over to Salty's, then we record, and then there has to be a way to take Bert's portion of the recording and plaster it on like the top right corner, so he's like with us still. Like we see his reaction top right corner, and then you see our reactions together. Like, oh, I can't believe my ankle's broken. Fucking shards and fuck. Do not kick down that goddamn styrofoam door. Like shit like that. I mean, there's got to be a way, obviously. I know I'm getting too far ahead, but
I think solely just focus on the podcast, the audio part right now, and then.
Well, how about this? Regardless, I'm going to be recording my reactions to everything and posting it on mine.
Yeah. It's whatever you want to do.
If that does garner a little bit more response, and if I see like an increase of subscribers or whatever, then I think that it would be. There has to be a point where like, all right, we got to shift. Still keep both, but still have the visual. But we'll do like obviously we're still in the thing. I'm just thinking so far ahead at this point. Like we're not off the ground yet. I'm just like my mind's running right now. Quit licking your nuts next to me.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Oh, we're at 10:09. It's gonna take me forever to make food. All right, before I get too engulfed more, I got 8:30 Friday. That's 10:11. You motherfuckers.
It is. All right, guys, take it easy.
All right, Jen. Like.